Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and I'm here in Manhattan Beach. Our latest creation is a dry creek bed, and we're doing some landscaping around it, and drip irrigation is going in right now. Now, you see a lot of dry creek beds going in throughout Los Angeles, and it's a good thing to do. It doesn't take water, really, a dry creek bed. That's the whole idea. But I wanted to talk to you about some of the art of creating a dry creek bed and reasons why we made the plant choices that we did, and also the irrigation that's going to go around this thing too, because plants do need water, and so you want to get the most bang for your buck. So we're going to talk about that in the video today. Anyway, this was grass. This area here was grass just the day before yesterday. It was grass. We tore it out by hand, and you can see the art form of the dry creek bed. This is unlike most of them that you see. This is real artsy, it's real whimsical. And the interesting thing about it is that there is a little bit of a hillside here, so we were very fortunate that we were able to make this have the illusion of like a real waterfall. When you build a dry creek bed, you want to have a reason for everything you do, and you want to have some reason, and you want to have some random, the two R's, in creating a natural looking stream bed. You don't want to just lay a bunch of gravel down and shoot it in a straight line. That's no talent. But to do the whimsical, the artsy stuff, that's what this is. So it starts from very high up top. Up here, you need to have a point of origin. Now the reason there's something in the middle here is because, again, it's random. This is, you want to make it appear as though this was something nature created. So we put a rock here, so the water in nature would have fell here, and then the rock here is going to force, that rock there is going to force it down here. We use we use brown rock as the base, and the reason that we did that was because the house has a lot of warm tones to it, browns and so on. But we used on the top, we used this small blue Mexican pebble, and the reason for that is it gives the illusion of water. Even though there is no water, the illusion of water is here. And so it meanders down. Here's the big boulders. Now, one of the tricks to making this very whimsical and artsy, use big boulders. And I know it's not, if you have got a bad back, hire it out, but it's going to make it much more effective. The drama is going to be incredibly effective. So as the course of the water, so to speak, falls down, we actually left a little bit on top of the flat descent of what we call a weir rock if we were building a real waterfall. So it kind of comes down here, it meanders, and it just kind of ends at this point right here. So the next point that we're going to talk about is the landscape, the water looking plants. And so in the real world, when you do have water and it splashes, what does it do? It falls, it collides with the bottom, and then it splashes up. There's actually plants that you can use that give that same effect. Now the reason why we did what we did here was because we have these Mexican feather grasses. They're called stipa. They're going to bow down. They're going to bow in here. It's going to give the illusion of water. We also have another, it's a California native drought tolerant plant. We have another one called Racelia. Has these pretty reddish flowers. There's red roses on the other side here, so we chose it specifically. They also come in yellow, but these will also bow over in time and create just this stunning, beautiful array of red color. We have sage. We have different types of salvias that we put. They're California friendly. Those are going to be a buffer between the sidewalk and the property. And we put some lavenders because they're also California friendly, meaning they're somewhat drought tolerant. Right now we put the lights in. So this is going to be a real light show at night. We're starting to use a lot of LEDs now because they save 80% of electrical usage, and the bulbs just don't go out for years, unlike the halogens. We also have the drip irrigation. I'm actually holding some of it here. This is the Rainbird Copper Shield technology. It actually has a little tiny strip of copper in it every 12 inches. You can see inside it's a little tiny bit of copper right there. And the nice thing about this is that it won't plug up. The roots will not grow into it because of the copper. really, really the best technology out on the market. Otherwise, you have to use chemicals to keep the roots out. No to chemicals. We X those out. We don't like the chemicals. We want to keep it as natural as possible. So we're going to cover the, it's not going to stay like this. We're actually, once we get done, we're going to cover this with this really great looking deco bark. In fact, we just laid some over here on this planter. It's this really earthy looking, beautiful miniature deco bark, we call it. Reason we like using it is because termites hate bark. They like wood, and so if you use shredded wood mulch, good chance you're going to get termites in your house. You want to keep those away if you're a homeowner. The deco bark, it actually looks attractive. It'll help to keep the water in. It'll feed the soil, and it hides the drip irrigation. In fact, 6 months to a year from now, if you see drip irrigation, that means the ground, the mulch is doing its job. It's feeding the good bugs in the soil. So apply another layer of it 6 months to a year from now. So you're feeding the soil, you're hiding the drip irrigation, you're hiding the moisture on the bottom from the sun evaporating it. So it's a win-win situation. So just wanted to share this with you. This is how it's done. This is how the pros do it at Enviroscape LA. For more information, contact us on our website. We'll do one more finished video when we're all completely done. Mike from Enviroscape LA signing off. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.